Daniel, what have you done today? What have you done today?
I've been taking a pair of classes on Berlin this morning. I'm cooking the lunch, and I would like, but at the end I couldn't to have a nap.
Okay, yeah, nap would have been
maybe
nice.
maybe in the weekend.
Yeah, maybe on the weekend. Cool. And so Olga, what else are you gonna do today? What are you gonna do in the afternoon?
No, today I woke up and cleaned my house, and later I was in one English class here in Berlin,
Okay.
and that's all. Mhm.
All right. So what did you learn about in your English class?
This morning about negatives.
Oh, okay, nice. That's awesome. And Jabo and Fernando, welcome to class, both you guys. Jabo, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And Fernando, how about you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing all right. Thanks for asking. And so, Fernando, what have you done today so far, and what are you planning on doing?
I have a soccer practice and I must study English.
Okay, nice. That'll be good. So, soccer practice and studying English. Fernando, what position do you play?
I am a midfielder.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. I think I've asked you that question before.
Yeah.
And Javo, what about you? What are you gonna do today?
Well, right now it's nighttime in Taiwan, so I have no plan. Maybe study English with you.
Okay, nice. And so, what did you do during the day? What did you do today?
You mean during my daytime?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I work in my office.
Okay, I worked.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And so, what do you do for work? What's your job, Javo?
I work at the call center in Taiwan. My company is telecommunication company.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Very nice. All right, and let's get started on today's lesson. So, today we're going to be talking about cooking. Olga, can you read the title and the next couple of lines?
Cooking. Today we will talk about cooking verbs, ways to describe food, ways to prepare food.
Perfect, really nicely done. Let's go to the next page. And Olga, can you ask Javo the first question? Javo, can you answer?
Yes.
Yeah, but do you like to cook?
Yeah. Sometimes I cook. Yeah.
But do
So
you like it?
yeah, I like it.
And why? Why do
Uh,
you like it?
because I like to uh, cook something to my family. They like to eat, and we don't have to go out to eat.
Okay. So you like to cook because it's nice to cook for your family.
Yeah.
Remember, we don't cook to them, we cook for them. And you don't have to go out to eat. Okay, that sounds good. And what about you, Fernando? Do you like to cook? Why or why not?
I like to cook, but only the breakfast.
Okay, we wouldn't say the breakfast. We just say breakfast, but only
Yes.
breakfast. Okay, and why do you only like to cook breakfast?
Because it's easy.
Okay, because it's easy.
And because on lunch or dinner, I like to go out to a restaurant.
Okay, I like to go out for lunch. Okay.
and and I am not the best cook ever.
Not the best cook ever. Good. All right, nice. What do you cook for breakfast, Fernando?
Sometimes eggs with sausages or ham. Um, Sometimes potato soup is normal
Okay.
in Colombia.
Potato soup for breakfast. Interesting.
And
All right.
sometimes I cook cereal.
Yeah, cook cereal. Usually we would say I make a bowl of cereal. When you cook something, you usually have to have some sort of heat involved. But yeah, so we'd make a bowl. But nice. And so Fernando, can you ask Daniel the next question?
Daniel, what ingredients do you use most often when cooking?
I usually I usually cook with vegetables and rice, pasta, and some milk.
And some milk?
Milk. Oh, sorry, no, some meat. Sorry.
Ah, nice. So I usually cook with vegetables and rice and pasta and some meat. All right. What do you usually make? What's the meal that you make the most often?
Boiled vegetables, rice with fish. Uh, this is very easy to cook and very
Yeah,
fast and very tasty.
good. Nice, yeah. Easy, fast, and tasty to cook. Good. All right. And Daniel, can you ask Olga the next question?
Olga, describe your favorite meal. How is it made?
My favorite meal is a Spanish omelette,
Yeah.
and my grandmother prepared the best Spanish omelette in all the world. But I can explain you how she cooked this. Is you had to fry the potatoes,
An onion.
an onion, and then you have to put in the air and put all of this in one pan, and that's all.
Okay. And put all of this in. Yeah. Nice. This is really good. Good grammar. My favorite meal is a Spanish omelet. Maybe the only small thing I saw, just with favorite, it sounded good when you pronounced it. Just one small thing, we usually kind of take out that O, so it sounds like favorite.
Favorite.
Yeah, and
Favorite.
that sounds good too. But again, sometimes you can
Favorite.
take out that O. Yeah, favorite.
Favorite.
And Daniel, can you repeat describe? Describe.
Describe.
Describe, yeah.
Describe.
Good. Very nicely done. Okay, and does anybody have any questions on this page?
No.
Okay. And let's have Javo. Can you read the title and the words?
Okay. Vocabulary. Add, bake, barbecue, boil, crush, fry, knead, saute, stir fry.
Nice. Okay. Sounded good. So instead of saying, we'd say need.
Or knead,
Yeah. And then bake.
bake.
Yeah, bake. Okay. That sounded really good, though. Other than that, does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
Yes. I
Yes.
don't know what it means. Meat.
Knead.
Okay. Does anybody know what knead means?
No.
Okay. So kneading is when you're pressing bread. So when you're making bread, you knead it. So you put your hands in it and you flip it and stretch it and push it. So let's get a picture of somebody kneading
The
bread.
dough. You need the dough.
Yeah, you knead dough. Exactly.
You need dough.
Pressing and stretching. Yeah.
And
But
what means broil?
broil. Okay. Does anybody know what broil means? Okay. This is to cook in an oven on very high heat. So it's like almost like baking, but it's usually hotter and it's usually just from the top of the stove. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what broiling is. And any other questions here?
Stir
Stir
fry?
fry.
Okay, stir fry. And does anybody know what a stir fry is?
No.
Any ideas? Okay. So really, it's just when you put a bunch of different vegetables and things in a pan, and you stir it in hot oil. So it's pretty much just like pan frying something. Oh, shoot. Or sautéing something. Maybe there's a little bit more oil. So you those things in a pan. Stir. Yeah, just covering everything in oil and, you know, stirring it in a pan. So I guess we could get. Nope. Trying to get a picture. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's a picture of a stir fry. Okay. And does anybody have any other questions?
Crush?
Okay, good. Any ideas what crush is? Does anybody know?
Crush an egg.
Excuse me?
Crush an egg.
You would crack an egg.
Ah, crack. Okay.
So really similar, but a slightly
Crutches,
different.
crutches, for example, when you have a garlic
Mm-hmm.
and you crush to 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 I don't know to yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's crushing garlic. You can have like crushed black pepper. So crushing is just to make something flatten something by pressing down on it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in the terms of like pepper, it would make it in really small bits. Good. Any other questions here?
No.
Okay. Anybody else? Does anybody else have any questions on these words?
No.
No.
Okay, good. Let's try some sentences. So can each of you guys choose one word, and can you write a sentence using that word in the chat box? Nice, Daniel. Cool. All right, and let's start with Daniel then. Daniel, can you read your sentence?
On Sunday, we usually eat a tasty broil of chicken.
This is good. A tasty broil of chicken. Might be a little bit off. Can you think of a different way to say that?
Chicken's broiled.
Close. Broiled chicken.
Broiled.
Can you read the whole sentence with the correction?
On Sunday, we usually eat a tasty broiled chicken.
Good. Nice job. Tasty broiled chicken. Okay, and Javo, can you read your sentence?
Okay. I like to crush some garlic and add it into the pan before I stir fry vegetables.
Yeah, I like to crush some garlic and add it into the pan before I stir fry. This is really good. We'd want to add something to vegetable. What would we add, Javo?
Add garlic, some vegetable. Stir fry vegetable. Could you repeat your question?
Yeah, so we need a change vegetable. We could either add something before or after. So we either need to make it plural or we need to add an article.
Oh, so yeah. At the same time, I need to put some oil on the pan before I stir fry vegetable.
Okay, so it's just the word vegetable. We need to change vegetable.
Oh, you
We
want
need to
me
make it plural. We need to make it plural, or we need to add an article.
Okay. Stir fry spinach.
No, not quite. So vegetable is fine. We need to add something to it. So how do you make words plural?
Okay, vegetables.
Yeah, good. Stir fry vegetables. You could also say stir fry a vegetable, but it sounds much better to say vegetables. Good.
But vegetable is a kind of I mean you cannot count the vegetables. So that's why I don't put s.
Okay. Yeah, so vegetables are things that we'd make plural. Yeah, in this case they would be countable.
Should I make garlic? Crush some garlic. Put s.
Nope.
No.
No, garlic is just one of those things. So crush some garlic, crush garlic. But vegetables, more than one vegetable.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. And so Fernando, can you read your sentence?
Alright, if you want the best meal, you must use crushed garlic and add the perfect amount of salt and oil.
Okay. Good. If you want. Okay. I wouldn't change anything there. That sounds really good. Olga, can you read your sentence?
You can prepare a different Spanish omelette adding pepper.
Yeah. Maybe I'd add a preposition. What preposition could you add?
I don't know.
Okay. So it's a two-letter preposition. And it's like to, for, through, with, on, of, by, aboard, about, above. Those are all prepositions. Which preposition would we add here?
I don't know.
So it's one of these words. So you can prepare a different spinach omelet for adding pepper, through adding pepper, with adding a pepper, of adding pepper, by adding pepper, aboard adding pepper, about adding pepper, above adding pepper. Which one sounds the best, Olga?
2 adding pepper?
Not quite. Daniel, can you help her out?
By
Mm-hmm. By adding pepper. Can you read that whole sentence, Olga?
You can prepare a different Spanish omelette by adding pepper.
Good. Really nicely done. Okay, does anybody have any questions here on this page? Any questions?
No?
Okay. Let's go to the next. Let's come back to that if we want. Let's try this one. And Javo, can you read the title and try the first sentence?
Fill in the blank. I have boiled the water already.
Nice.
I just need to put in the pasta.
Perfect.
Thank you.
That's awesome. I've boiled the water already. Good job. And Fernando, what about the next one?
The recipe says you need to add. No?
Not quite.
To add a no.
What would you do before you add onions? So you go to the store, you buy an onion, and you're about to
Right.
cook. What do you have to do?
To crush the onions.
We wouldn't really crush onion. We do something else to onions.
Oh, chop. Yeah.
Yeah. Chop. Good. What's chop mean, Fernando?
When you cut the onion with a knife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And can you finish the sentence?
The onions and add them in a pan.
Not add.
No? Bake?
Not quite.
Boil.
Not either. Does anybody else know? Any other ideas?
Sauté.
Yeah, saute.
Alright.
So who can explain what saute means?
a fast.
Maybe put a little oil on your pan and then fry it.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, so it's pretty much a stir fry, maybe a little bit less oil, but you cook something in a pan until it's usually golden brown. Does that make sense? It's, I guess, sauteing something. But good. Okay, and let's try the next one. Daniel, sorry.
I usually crush the garlic before I cut it. It helps take the skin off.
Nice, nicely done. Olga, what about the next one?
If you... What means dog? Dog.
Dough. Does
Mash-
anybody know what dough is?
The
Can
base
explain.
of the pizza. For
Yeah.
example.
Ah.
So
Okay.
it's pretty much just uncooked bread.
If you knead the dough too much, it will get thawed.
Yeah. And this is tough. Can you repeat tough?
Tough. Tough.
Good. Nice job. So
Tough.
if you knead the dough too much, it will get tough. Can you repeat the whole sentence one more time?
If you need the dog too much, it will get tough.
Good. Nicely done. Javo, what about the next one?
Wow, this is tough.
Hmm.
I uh I uh I I have back but only three franc. I I okay. I bake cake a lot recently. Making bread is
Close.
so much fun.
We'd want to use the present perfect progressive here. So you're right. I have.
I have mm, been pack a lot recently.
Close.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I have been packing
Yeah.
a lot recently.
I have been baking. Yeah. Can you repeat baking?
Bagging, bag,
Baking.
bag,
Baking.
bagging,
A. King.
baking,
Yeah. Baking.
bagging,
Bay.
bag,
King.
baking,
Yeah. Baking.
bagging.
Nice. That sounded better. Good job. Baking.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Nice job. Good correction. And can you read the whole sentence one more time?
Okay. I have been baking a lot recently. Making bread is so much fun.
Good. Nicely done. And let's have Fernando. What's the next one?
What else do you add to the sauce?
Okay. Do you add? I was thinking about the future tense.
The future and will you add?
Yeah. Do you add would work? That is perfect, actually. So don't think you're wrong because you're not. I just was thinking the future tense, but because you only use one verb. But do, you, add would be perfect. So nice. Really good answer. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions here?
No.
Okay. Okay, good. Let's go to the next page. And let's have Daniel. Can you read the role of the father? And let's have Olga. Can you play the role of the son?
Okay. Since your mom's sick, I'll be making dinner tonight.
You can cook?
Of course, I can cook. As you can see, I survived 2 years of my own cooking when I had an apartment after college.
Mom says you hate frozen waffles and canned soup 3 meals a day.
Your mom wasn't there, so he couldn't know get the syrup out, will you?
Good. Okay. So your mom wasn't there, so she wouldn't know. And then syrup. Can you repeat? Yeah.
Your mom wasn't there, so she couldn't know get the syrup out,
Syrup.
syrup out, will you?
Yeah. And then Olga, can you repeat canned? Canned
Yeah.
soup.
Canned soup. Canned soup.
Nice. And I think that sounds good. Javo, what's happening here? What happens in this comic?
Mm, uh, the gentleman is cooking, and the little boy just questioned him, and he doubted whether he can cook or not, and the gentleman just explained he actually can cook.
Yeah. He can. What's happening in the last thing he says? So, what's happening in this frame? This is kind of where the joke is.
Okay, so the little boy just laughing at the gentleman and say uh, his mom say he ate frozen waffles and canned soup.
Yeah,
Meals.
3 meals a day.
Yeah.
All right. And so this last thing that the dad says, get the syrup out, will you? Does anybody know what that might mean? What's that imply?
I can laugh because I can understand.
Okay, what's syrup? Does anybody know what syrup is?
Sure. Uh, a sweet thing.
Yeah.
Liquid sweet thing.
Yeah. And what do you put syrup on? Usually. What's one thing that you could put
On
syrup on?
pancakes.
Yeah. Yeah, you could put it on pancakes, and you could also put it on waffles.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a picture of syrup on waffles, which might be what he's planning on cooking. Um,
Okay.
so
It's
maybe,
an art. It's an art to get the syrup out. The
yeah.
It's
So,
like a for him is like a cook.
yeah, so him, this is cooking, but this is the only thing he cooks
Mm-hmm.
is canned soup and waffles, and he's just
Yeah.
telling the boy to prepare the waffles. And so if you look at the cans too,
Mm-hmm.
this looks really similar to the can that he has in his hand. So it looks like they might be having canned soup and waffles, just like the mother says.
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody kind of understand what's happening in this comic?
Hmm.
Okay. So good. And let's have Javo. Can you ask Fernando this question right here?
Who cooks in your house? Home, in your home.
In my home,
Yes.
currently, uh, each one cook his or her own food. But when I was in Colombia, my grandma cooked every day. That's it.
Nice. Okay. So in my home currently, everyone cooks his or her own food, which probably explains why you like going to restaurants so much. Good. All right, nice. And what about you, Daniel? Who cooks in your home?
I'm the cooker in my house
Okay. We would just
because
say
I
I'm the cook.
sorry.
I'm the cook. We would
I'm
never
the
use
cook.
cooker. Yeah.
Okay, I'm the cook. I'm the cook in my house.
Okay. Nice. And
The main cook because sometimes my wife cook too.
okay, good. Do you know any really bad cooks? Daniel?
Uh, mm, yes, the mother of my best friend.
Okay.
He
Nice.
usually went to my house to eat.
Oh, so
Yes.
he usually
He's
came to my house to eat. Maybe when we were younger?
yes. In the weekend.
Nice. Really good. Okay. Awesome. And does anybody have any questions on this page before we finish up?
Nope.
Okay. try this. And Olga, can you read the first part of this paragraph?
Yes. Preparing food with heat or fire is an activity unique to humans, and scientists believe the advent of cooking played an important role in human evolution.
Okay, one more sentence.
Most anthropologists believe that cooking fires first developed around 250,000 years ago.
Good. That sounded really good. Maybe with 250, we just get the and, so 250,000.
Okay, 250,000 years ago.
And then maybe scientists. Can you repeat scientists?
Scientist.
Yeah, scientists. Other than that, I think you did a really good job. Nice work with your ed ending in develop. That sounded great, Olga.
Thank you.
Javo, can you read the next part?
Okay. The expansion of agriculture, commerce, trade, and transportation between civilizations in different regions offered Kurz many new ingredients, new inventions and technologies such as pottery for holding and boiling water, expanded cooking techniques. Some modern cooks apply advanced scientific techniques to food preparation.
Good. Okay. Sounded really nice. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
How can you spell anthropologist? Is that right?
Anthropologist, yeah.
Anthropologist.
Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Okay, let's go into some questions. And, Javo, can you ask Fernando the first question?
Fernando, could you tell me about when the anthropologists believe cooking began?
250,000 years ago.
Okay, how would you answer in a complete sentence?
Oh, the anthropologists believe that cooking began 250. Oh, no, 250,000 years ago.
Nice. Really good. We need to remove an article in this sentence.
That?
Yeah, the. So a, an, and the are articles. So we need to remove the. So we just say anthropologists.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So anthropologists believe that cooking began 250,000 years ago, or about 250,000 years ago. Fernando, can you ask Daniel the next question?
Daniel, what are some different ways to cook food?
Okay, it could be to grill, to boil, to fry it, to roast.
Okay, good. Yeah, that works. Grill, boil, fry, roast. All of those are great. What's your favorite way to cook food, Daniel?
It's not very healthy, but I prefer to grill a barbecue.
Okay, nice. it's not unhealthy either. So barbecue's not bad. Like if you deep fried everything or you fried everything, it's a little bit less healthy, I think. Okay, good. All right. And Daniel, can you ask Olga the next question?
Olga, what is your favorite ethnic dish?
I love Japanese food, in a special sushi, especially sushi.
Nice. Okay. Especially sushi. What's your favorite kind of sushi?
Tuna.
Red tuna.
Okay.
Tuna
Any?
sushi.
Do you like spicy tuna or regular tuna or
No, red tuna. Red tuna.
dry tuna?
Red tuna. Red.
Okay, red tuna. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, good. How often do you eat sushi?
No, not very often. Maybe once or two per month. Twice per month.
Yeah, once or twice a month.
A month.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, good. Does anybody have any? Well, actually, Jabo, what about you? What's your favorite ethnic dish?
My favorite ethnic dish is come from my country, the Chinese cuisine. It, it, it means fried chicken with chili sauce. Chili sauce.
Okay. Fried chicken with chili sauce?
Yeah, and soybean sauce.
Okay. Nice. That sounds really delicious. I love spicy food. Okay, good. And yeah, I don't think we had any other questions here. I've got another comic. I'm trying to look for a clear image of it, though. Okay, let's go on to this one. Hold on. I'm going to try to get a cleaner comic. Okay, and let's start with Fernando. Can you read the role of Calvin? Can you read the little boy? And let's have Daniel. Can you read the mother?
Okay. Hey mom, since you are sick, I'm bringing you breakfast in bed. I prepared eggs, toast, and orange juice for you all by myself.
How nice.
The eggs kind of burned and stuck to the pan, but you can probably check them out with this chisel.
What is the toast and orange juice?
That said not to tell you about that until you're better.
Okay, good. And Olga, what's happening here? What's happening in this comic? Oh, Javo, what's happening in the comic? Can you explain what's happening?
Okay. The little boy is very nice. He bring the breakfast to his mom, and the little boy prepare eggs, but eggs and toast and orange juice. But the little boy is not good at cooking. Actually, he is a bad cook, and the eggs stuck on the pan. And he said to his mom, if she want to eat the egg, he need to use the chisel to pick out the egg. And his mom just asked him, where is the orange juice? And the little boy just want to keep secret and don't just say, if you get better, I will tell you.
Yeah. Why might he want to wait until she's better to tell her? Does anybody know?
Maybe his father just screwed it up, and
Okay,
the
maybe.
orange juice is gone, disappeared.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe.
his father already ate that.
Okay, maybe. I think so. The idea of waiting until somebody is not sick to tell them. So I think right now she's sick. And so if there's something that you wouldn't tell a sick person, it might be something that would make them feel even more sick. So I think this comic implies that whatever happened to the toast and orange juice was so bad it would make the mother even more sick to hear about it. So just to hear about it, it'd make her sick. I think that's what it's implying in that last little line. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Good. And so, Fernando, actually, let's have Daniel. Daniel, have you ever ruined a meal? Have you ever ruined a meal, Daniel?
Sorry, brew in the mill.
Ruined.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, when in my first year at university, when I have um, part, roommate,
A roommate.
a roommate, and we usually cook for everybody, but I didn't know how to cook properly. And maybe the oil burn.
Ooh. Okay. Did anything else happen?
The the rice get get to say toast toast toast. I don't
The
know.
rice got what?
Um, TOGH.
Got tough?
Tough.
Okay, so tough is really hard.
Ah, okay.
Mushy maybe?
Mushy.
So
Yes, too mushy.
okay. So the rice got mushy, the oil burned. Did anything else bad happen?
No, because with my recipe book mother, I getting I got better
Okay.
my cuisine.
Nice. Really good. So with your mother's recipe book,
Yes.
I got better. Maybe we could say I got better eventually. Good. Fernando, what about you? Have you ever ruined a meal?
Yes, many times.
Okay, what can you tell me about the most recent time?
Okay, when I was in Colombia and was my grandmother's birthday, I promised her to cook the dinner. And I was cooking rice with with meat and
Milk?
meat meat
Okay, rice and meat.
rice and meat. And I put that in the oven, and then someone I don't remember. I can't remember. Called me, and when I was when I was talking to the phone, my grandma said, "Fernando, Fernando, the oven is in fire." And when
Oh my
I
gosh.
to the kitchen, I take out the meal, and everything was black.
Wow. Okay. The kitchen took out the meal and everything was black. That sounds awful. What ended up happening? What did you guys eat for dinner?
We went to a restaurant.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Um, wow. Okay. And what about you, Javo? Have you ever ruined a meal?
Uh, I remember when I was the first time to cook, I do a meal, yeah, and it was a bad experience because I didn't know how to cook, and I tried to cook for my family, and I cooked vegetables first, and in that moment I made a mistake. I put I added sugar on the pan, not the salt. So the vegetables taste funny.
Okay. Tasted funny. Good. I guess it's probably better than adding salt when you're trying to add sugar, though. I think I did that once when I was trying to make cookies. I added a whole bunch of salt instead of a whole bunch of sugar, and it came out really bad.
That's very salty.
Yeah, they're very salty cookies. I think I threw them all away. All right. Nice. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
Oh.
Okay. This is good. We've got one other page that we could do. I'm just trying to describe food. So let's start with Daniel. Can you read the title and the directions?
Describing tastes. Talk about these foods and describe how they taste.
Good. Tastes.
Tastes.
Tastes. And all right, let's have Fernando. Can you choose one of these foods and can you describe how it tastes?
Okay. Burritos. Are hot sometimes. Every time must be spicy.
Yeah.
Every time. Um,
Yeah, and you can use words that aren't here too. You can just try to describe a burrito. So what do
that's
they
it.
look like?
It's
What do they?
hot. It's big.
Okay, so they're big. What kind of ingredients do they use? Is there a sauce on it? Are they cheesy?
Vegetables. There are vegetables and different kinds of beef. Beef, no, meat.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, nice work. And let's have Jabo. Can you try to choose one word and describe it?
Okay. Uh, in summertime, it is nice to eat watermelon because it contains so much water and it tastes juicy. Juicy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice. Good. And there's another really good word that describes watermelon. What other word works really well with watermelon.
Sweet.
Yeah, good. So juicy and sweet. Perfect. Really nicely done. All right, and so we're just about out of time. Does anybody have any last questions about anything on this page before we finish up?
So where can we put juicy as some kind of food?
Excuse me?
I mean, you said juicy is not proper to put
Oh
here.
no, juicy works really well.
Oh,
I was
okay.
saying there's another one, so you'd say
Oh,
it's
another
juicy
one.
and
Okay,
sweet.
okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
May I say
And then-
the steak is very juicy.
Steak would be juicy as well, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so steak, lemons, watermelon. I guess those are the only ones here that are juicy. But good. Any other questions?
No.
Okay.
Cole. Cole.
Yeah, that was a typo. It's supposed to say cold. Sorry. Good catch, though.
This is a typo. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And so if there are no other questions, have a really good day, guys. And hopefully I'll see you all again soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you.
teacher. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.